say.
May briefing
Having
po
said
ang
that, let me
Development Budget
congratulate
Coordination Committee sa
our
Senado
economic
kaugnay ng
managers
National
for the
Expenditure
performance
Program
of
para sa susunod na taon.
6.8%
Pakinggan po natin ito, si Senator Franklin
increase
Drilon.
in our gross domestic product in 2012, 7.8% in the first quarter. According to Moody's in today's papers, they are predicting 7.2% second quarter, which will bring us to a 7.5% growth in the first semester. Two of the credit rating agencies has upgraded us to investment grade. However, as against this rosy economic picture which has placed the country as a leader in economic growth in ASEAN, we still see unemployment as a challenge. Our unemployment shows 7% in 2012, 7.3% average as of end of April of 2012. Unemployment remains at 20%. Underemployment. And the poverty level remains to be a challenge. The 2014 budget, to my mind, should therefore be the missing link between the economic growth on the one hand and the challenges of unemployment, underemployment, and reduction of poverty levels on the other. We intend to scrutinize and review this budget along in this light, and we would want to see the budget as an engine for inclusive growth, and that no Filipino should be left behind. It is in this context, Mr. President, Mr. Chairman, that I would like to that I would like the Senate to see and proceed with the exercise of its constitutional mandate to review the budget. Thank you, Mr. President, for the time, Mr. Chairman, for the time that you have given us.
Thank you, Mr. Senate President. Now to proceed, Chair would like to acknowledge Secretary Abad for his opening statement and for Secretary Abad to serve as the facilitator cum MC for the heads of agencies here present for their presentation this morning, namely the presentation of NEDA by Director General Balisacan, the presentation of the BSP by Governor Gunagundo, the presentation by the DOF in lieu of Secretary Purisima, who has a severe case of eating too much good food. Commissioner Kim Henares, and of course, Secretary Abad himself for the DBM. Secretary Abad, you're recognized, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Senate President, Senator Franklin Drilon, and members of the Finance Committee. On behalf of the Development Budget and Coordination Committee, let me, of course, thank the committee for this opportunity and privilege to present to you the financial blueprint of the Aquino administration for fiscal year 2014. Before I seek the permission of this body, Mr. Chairman, to recognize the presentations, allow me just briefly to discuss some key elements of the proposed national budget for 2014. This is a budget, Mr. Chairman, that is shaped by the administration's desire to deepen the people's ownership of our country's newfound prosperity through what we call an agenda for inclusive development. As the President said in his budget message, our role as government is to further empower our people in actualizing their individual and collective potential by laying the foundations for equitable progress, for growth that benefits all, and as mentioned by the Senate President, and leaves no one behind. The budget for 2014 supports inclusive development, for it intensifies government's delivery of basic services that capacitate our people, such as quality education, adequate health care, housing and social protection, as well as larger investments in infrastructure, agriculture and fisheries support, manufacturing and tourism development, towards creating more job and livelihood opportunities for our people. Your Honors, these are the investments that matter the most to our people, to your constituents, in your respective localities. I also wish to emphasize these key features of the 2014 budget that we hope will be good news to our legislators. For one, this budget provides a more meaningful presentation of the proposed expenditure program, which we hope would enable Congress to more meaningfully exercise its oversight function over the budget. Apart from the financial information that traditionally we provide Congress, this time around, Mr. Chairman, we have also included the non-financial performance information in the National Expenditure Program, or the NEP itself. This is what we call the performance-informed budget. It is a budget structure that seeks to clearly link specific programs and projects with the major final outputs and outcomes that agencies commit to meet in line with their mandates. With this information on agencies' committed performance, we hope to enable you to hold agencies accountable for their performance vis-a-vis the budgets that you will be authorizing for them. We hope to discuss the performance-informed budget form with you later on. In addition to the NEP, Mr. Chairman, we have submitted Annex A Volumes 1 and 2, which provide more details on the proposed budget. These annexes, which will be considered an integral part of the GAA to be enacted, provide more detail on where specific programs and projects will be implemented and who will implement these. With such information, we hope to provide you with better information on the programs and projects that will benefit your constituents throughout the country. Moreover, this detailed presentation supports our budget as released document regime, which begin to operate next year. That is the next feature that I wish to emphasize. The proposed 2014 budget supports the faster execution of programs and projects that have specific locations and intended beneficiaries identified in the budget. This faster budget execution process, we hope, will lead to immediate, meaningful, and substantial benefits to your constituencies. With the budget as released document regime, we hope to promote predictability and speed in budgetary releases, as well as in implementation. This regime is supported by our prior reforms, particularly the one-year validity of appropriations, which started this year, and our effort to flesh out all budget items into detail, into who will implement these programs and projects and where these will be implemented. Under this new regime, Mr. Chairman, distinguished members of the committee, the budget of agencies, except for those which need prior clearance, which will be contained in a negative list, are considered released as soon as the budget is enacted into law. In other words, there will be no more need for agency budget matrices, or what is familiar to us, the Special Allotment Release Orders, or SARO. Budgeting under this administration began with the assertion that every peso that we allocate and spend should lead to direct, immediate, and substantial benefits to our people, especially the poor and the vulnerable. To achieve that, the Aquino administration is deeply committed to sustain its agenda for transparent, accountable, and participatory governance and financial management. Or as we always say, kung walang korap, walang mahirap. So, Mr. Chairman, without further ado, I now wish this committee recognition for Secretary Balisacan to begin his presentation, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Secretary Abad. Secretary Balisacan is recognized for his presentation. Sir, do you have a PowerPoint presentation?
We do have.
Please proceed, sir.
Yes, mga kapuso, ang narinig nyo yung mga introductory statements dito sa opening ng Senate hearing ng national budget for 2014. Ang sinabi nga ni Senate President Drilon na nag-chair siya ng hearing ay una, sinabi niya na napakaganda ng performance ng ating ekonomiya pagdating sa mga investment indicators at economic growth. Pero sinabi nga niya na nahuhuli pa rin pagdating sa employment and poverty alleviation. Kaya yung national budget, yung magkoconnect ng benefits ng economic growth at saka sa mga poverty goals, poverty alleviation goals ng ating pamahalaan. Yung sumunod na nagsalita ay si DBM Secretary Florencio Butch Abad. He reiterated yung goal ng ating pamahalaan na inclusive development at equitable progress. Kaya may malaking bahagi dito sa budget ang nakalaan para sa social services katulad ng kalusugan, agrikultura, education. At sinabi na niya na may konting pagbabago dito sa presentation ng national budget. Maliban sa financial information ay meron din mga non-financial information. Ito ay para maging isang performance-informed budget. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang yung mga line items at saka financial data ang ilalagay dito sa budget, kundi yung mga programs and projects mismo ng iba't ibang ahensya para matulungan ang Senado dito sa accountability function nito pagdating sa national budget, yung monitoring duties ng Kongreso pagdating sa national budget. Walang binanggit yung dalawang nagsalita so far, si Senate President Drilon at saka si Secretary Abad. Dito sa napaka-controversial na pork barrel na sinabi nga ni Pangulong Aquino na kailangan baguhin ang sistema at inabolish na yung dating sistema, yung PDAF, yung Priority Development Assistance Fund. At nabanggit nga sa ulat ni Jam Sisante na sa ibang hearing naman na tatalakayin yung pork barrel scam. Kung tutuusin, no, maliit na bahagi lang naman itong 25 billion peso pork barrel sa bigger picture ng national budget. Pero tiyak na pag-uusapan din ito sa mga susunod na hearings para sa national budget.